Hello, Adele Mitchell here, and today I'm going to be doing a reading for Cancer. This reading is going to pertain to all 12 houses of your zodiac, so we're going to have a lot to cover today. The first house is the Self house. And Cancer, you have received the King of Wands. It looks like you are going to be standing in your power this week. I also see that there's going to be some spirits coming through to you. So if you feel like you need to meditate or reach out in a way where there's almost like you can sense like ghosts or some types of entities in your home, be sure to talk to them. Let them know what you want, what you need. And I see that they're really going to be helping you in your life. So this doesn't seem to be like something that's going to feel overwhelming or like paranormal activity taking over and bringing you stress. No, not at all. You have the King of Wands here where you actually could sense someone from your past, a loved one who's crossed over, is going to be coming forward and sharing some good signs with you. And so this is looking like really, really good so far for yourself. Allow yourself to dive into your spiritual gifts this week. In house number 2, you have your possessions, which is, oh my goodness, it's the King of Pentacles. You've got kings on your side, Cancer. This is looking really empowering for you. Okay, so with your possessions, this has a lot to do with money, wealth, what comes in. It will be important for you to do some savings this week, not go over, into the land of debt by any means. Like, you're not going to want to spend on huge purchases, but I do see a good amount of money flowing into your life, and you're going to feel like you want to hang on to it, right? Which is good because you can build upon your credit, you can build upon your savings, and kind of start to get to a place where you feel financial comfort. So this is looking to be a card based all around not particularly materialistic items, but money, okay? So you can focus on money this week and trust that more is going to be coming in, less is going to be going out. In house number 3, this is your communication house. You receive the 4 of Pentacles. An air of worrying about how you speak to others is going to be popping up this week. So how people understand you could be a little off. You're going to want to speak with clarity and, really thinking about how you want to project your words. So if you're feeling on an emotional level like you don't want to be communicative, that's going to come across in a gruff manner, okay? So it's going to be important to only communicate with others when you want to communicate and you are ready to. Because if you force yourself to, enter into conversations that even feel like they have some simplicity, it's going to feel complicated. Okay, so sometimes silence can be the key in our lives when we're feeling the need to not talk as much. Or you may also feel like you're kind of going around in circles with somebody often in communication and there's no progression happening. So when you notice this happening, you're going to want to kind of step back and take a pause. Let's see. Another thing about communication, I see you talking about money often this week. That's coming up for this card because it's the Pentacles card. This could bring up a little bit of complications as well, because with you being in this place of saving, other people are going to be in a place of feeling like they're falling deeper and deeper into debt. So it's going to be important to kind of pull back on what you say in regards to financial gain, kind of keeping that a little bit to yourself. Okay, and then 4 is the family house. You have the Knight of Cups. Someone is going to want to be showing you extra amounts of love this week. Okay, they're going to be connecting with you in a way that they haven't in a while, and it's going to feel very good. And I do see that this is somebody that you would consider to be close to you as a family member. When you start to notice them coming around and giving you this type of energy, you can accept it with open arms and jump right onto this vibration with them, because it's going to serve you in a very high way. I'm not saying that you're going to feel like any resistance for the love that you give out. So you can also be, true to others and have a little fun. There's silliness in this card, right? Play, do things that, bring you joy, which leads us right into the pleasure house. You receive the Devil. Okay. With the Devil, we have a feeling of being a little restrictive. So, as mentioned here, you're going to really want to tap into this family member so that the two of you can avoid coming into any moments in your life where you're feeling down or depressed, because with the pleasure house, it's showing that in order to get pleasure, you're actually going to have to seek it out. You're not just going to wake up each morning and feel like, oh, what a lovely day it is today. You're actually going to be a little challenged when it comes to having experiences that make you feel totally fulfilled this week. Okay, this could have something to do with hormones being a little up and down, because I'm picking up on that vibe, down here in the solar plexus and sacral area. So definitely spend time with those that bring out your light. And anybody that you notice who's negative, stay far, far away from them, please, for your own well-being. Okay, and for the health house, number 6, we have the 7 of Swords. Oh, Cancer! You're avoiding something. There's something going on with your health that you need to address, and it needs to be addressed now. You've been holding it off far too long. I immediately picked up on this area, the mouth, throat area, maybe some dental work, or you're holding stress in this area and you just can't seem to, give yourself a minute to de-stress. But I want to go back to the solar plexus area, because that also was kind of coming up as something that you may be dealing with, some stomach, unsettledness where you hold your anxiety. So these are things you are going to want to focus on this week, because your health is important. And that's also going to pertain to giving you more pleasure in your pleasure house. As long as you feel good, everything will be able to, flow well, and you won't feel like this block is arising. So no more ignoring what isn't feeling good. Take care, take action this week. With your partnership house, you've received the 6 of Cups. You are going to be reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited with a situation or someone from your past. And I mentioned situation first because This is your partnership house. So going back to a time when things felt right. Something's been off for a little too long now, right? This looks like something you're going to want to address, kind of like your health here. I'm getting this message. It's like cleaning up house, right? Just like things have been unorganized, out of order for far too long, and now's the time to, you know, take a hold of the things that you really need to put your focus on. And this has to do with your partnership, because you want what you used to have, and you can still create that. You can still bring that into light, but it's going to take work. It's going to take action upon your part. Once again, it's not just we wake up in the morning and things are just going to fall in place for us. So with your partnership card, you're going to want to do things that are frivolous, silly, fun. I kind of picked that up here with your King of Cups too in the family card. Okay. For those that are single, this has everything to do with the person you spend most of your time with. Could be a friend or a family member. Be sure to just tap into silliness, right? And just make sure that you're laughing more often than you have been. Push seriousness to the side. It's not serving you. Okay, and then in your 8th house, you have the transformation. Oh, good. It's the blue-footed booby. It's a 2 of Swords. So cute. The 2 of Swords. This one doesn't like to stay up very well. Okay. You know you need to change, but you're kind of met with like, well, what is it do I need to change, or how do I make those changes? We were kind of just talking about that here with your health and your partnership. So each day you wake up, there's a routine, there's a schedule. There are things in place that you know you need to do to achieve moving through your day. But with your transformation card in this coming week, the 2 of Swords is showing that you got to kind of switch things up a bit. Something's not working. Something's not bringing you back to having that, you know, reunion, that refresher of going back to times that felt lighter, more free of responsibilities. Okay, so perhaps you just have to, you know, take off a shift from work, right? You're working too much. Too much is going on right now, and the transformation that needs to happen is to kind of have less going on and more of that frivolous, fun stuff that I was just talking about, the silliness. Okay, that is in your transformation house. We are going to come into the philosophy house now, and you have received the Moon card, the owl. Okay, so we have seeing through shadows with this card, right? Kind of being able to get a clear view of what's to come in your future without being told, because you're able to follow your intuition. This has to do with, you know, attaining knowledge, being presented with ideas and plans that need to come forth into a new light. So as we were just saying, you know, doing more things that are kind of free and fun is going to actually enhance your third eye, your intuition, okay? Once you are able to tap into that, I'm seeing that you're going to be able to work around certain things in your life that have been complicated in the past, you know, addressing your health issues and, you know, being around those that bring you joy and, you know, taking space from conversations that seem too intense, switching up your schedule. I mean, my goodness, there's so much that you can tap into this week. And I do see that you will. And once you do, you'll start to see this moon coming forward, right? This sense of aha moments. It's like you'll be able to see much more clear of where you're going, where you're heading, and giving back to yourself too. And in your 10th house, this is how people view you, your reputation. You have the 5 of Swords. It looks like people are going to be able to see you as someone who is fighting in a good way, fighting for yourself, putting forth enough effort where they can see that you're wanting to change and they're going to meet you there, okay? So going back once again and, talking about that, not waking up and just expecting things to go well, but actually, putting into motion changes to make sure that they do. This is what people are going to see you doing, and they're going to really respect that. They're going to see that you are trying and you are even fighting to get to a place of betterment for yourself. And they're going to help you along the way as well. Your reputation is looking to be shining in the eyes of others, and people are going to want to support you. And you have your friendship house coming up next. The 5 of Cups. We have 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. The essence of losing a little bit on a friendship here is coming up. Someone who is not as supportive is going to be kind of flowing away from you in a sense. But you're also going to still have that intuition with your Moon card coming forward saying, it's okay. It's all right if this person is moving on from you or giving extra space because you don't need them in your life right now. What you need is the ones here in your reputation house who are going to be there for you and going to be accepting of these changes that you are making and seeing your effort. So the person that's not seeing your effort is actually going to be feeling like a loss in your life, and it's going to be okay for them to kind of fall away from you, because what you need right now are those to say, hey, I see you. I see the work that you're doing, and I'm proud of you, right? And in your final house, you have your unconscious house. It's kind of like a blind reading where you're going to receive a message that you just could really benefit from. You've received the High Priestess. Yes, the spider. The High Priestess would like you to know that there's secret knowledge coming up. Once again, your intuition's going to enhance. I love this. It's almost full circle. You started with a lot of intuition. You came around with your Moon showing that your intuition is on the rise, and then boom, right here, right at the end. Trust in your choices. Trust in your first thoughts, because when you start to second guess yourself or overthink too much, that's when your intuition starts to kind of dwindle away. So be aware of what you feel like. And if you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. If you feel like you really need a change, then you know it has to happen, and you know you need to make the effort to make that change come into place, okay? With your intuition on the rise, you can manifest things. You can speak to your ancestors, as we mentioned in the Self card. Don't be afraid to reach out to your spirit guides and say, hey, I need this. And also, right before you go to bed, ask the universe to bring you what you want and need. That's a change in itself, because a lot of people don't think to do that. They pray sometimes before they go to bed, but to say specifically to the universe, this is what I need you to bring me right now. That's what's coming up for you, and that's what's going to help you get through this coming week, Cancer. Thank you again for joining me today. I would love to read for you again in the future. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos such as this one. And I also wish you an extraordinary, blessed day.